Movement tips and lifestyle hacks brought to you by FitLabPGH. Movement, a part of making your life complete. Welcome back to another movement tip and lifestyle hack from FitLabPGH. One of the things that we realized when we first started doing this podcast is we didn't want to direct our podcast and our ideas about movement strictly towards athletes or people who had performance goals. Our entire goal was to make people in Pittsburgh aware of the variety of movement options. And then when we came up with the YouTube video idea to augment that, we wanted to make sure that we weren't focusing on people who were just trying to be better athletes, but more on people who just wanted to move and enjoyed a variety of activities and hobbies. We're filming this on the last day of April. Nice and warm outside. I'm trying to film this in the shade so I don't sweat too badly. But we're going to talk a little bit about lifting. And you could spend days and hours and weeks on how to correctly lift. But what we're going to do is just give you a reminder of when you're lifting pots, lifting bags of mulch, lifting bags of potting soil in your garden so that you don't hurt your back and then struggle during the week when you go to work. So we've got a fairly big pot here, and I'll admit when I was young and dumb, even though I knew better, I would walk over to the pot, just kind of bend over from the waist, which is actually flexing my lumbar and thoracic spine, and just kind of use my spinal muscles and come up. I kind of got away with doing something like that until I was probably in my early 30s when I helped my parents move a refrigerator and kind of hurt my back a little bit, and became much more aware that not only did I need to be aware of my mechanics, but I needed to practice what I preached. So there I was working as an athletic trainer, telling people how to lift, and I was using bad mechanics. So I've got 14 or 15 of these pots that I'm going to fill with potting soil over the next few days, and I'm not going to get a sore back, because rather than doing this, and I'm hoping that in the video we're going to see an X over that, and then when I do this you're going to see a check mark. I'm going to focus on keeping my back nice and straight. I'm going to think about picking something up close to my body, so I'm going to have to go a little wider with my feet. I'm going to squat down, think about squeezing my shoulder blades together. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to make sure my core is tight, so my belly's tight. My back may have a slight round in it, but I'm going to squeeze my shoulder blades, and I'm going to exhale as I lift. So I got that thing lifted. It's as close to my center of gravity as I can. I'm going to walk to where I have to put it down, and I'm not going to bend over like this. I'm going to think about, again, setting myself, reaching back with my hips like I'm sitting in a chair, putting that down, and I'm not done here. I'm not going to round my back to get up. I'm going to think about nice tight core, squeezing the shoulder blades, exhale, come back up into a standing. Typically when people hurt their backs in gardening, it's not picking up that big heavy pot. It's getting a little bit fatigued, forgetting to use good mechanics, and reaching down for a small pot and tweaking their back. Maybe this tip will help you avoid that, and I'll give you a reminder on how you should be moving and lifting as you prepare your garden for the summer. Thanks for another movement tip and lifestyle hack from FitLabPGH. 3 times a week, FitLabPGH brings you a movement tip or lifestyle hack. Thanks to the Pilates Body for providing us a locale for filming.